inspiration.
So, can you tell us about the 2007 Bordeaux vintage? What your early impressions are of what you've seen so far and tasted?
Well, quite apart from that, I mean, I call this the James Bond vintage because it's 007. Has it lived up to expectations? I think to begin with, expectations are obviously not as upbeat as for the 2005 vintage. The 2007, in a way, is a much more relaxed atmosphere as far as the tastings are concerned. Most Bordelais, most chateau owners I've spoken to, privately, publicly have admitted this is not a 2005 vintage. The wines are not exceptional, or they've admitted so much, and they say, and I think they're right, there are a lot of good wines in the classic mode. Perhaps for quite a few of them on the lighter side of the classic mode, so medium-ish bodied, but the better wines medium bodied, and some of them medium plus bodied. But the category that has impressed me so far, what I've tasted, and I have to admit that I only start on the Medoc tomorrow, in the white, dry Graves, very impressive. Fresh, lots of limes, lemon, grapefruit kind of palate profile as far as the fruit expression goes. Lovely acidity, lots of nervosity, structure, wines that will be very, very enjoyable between 3 and 5 years' time. For the better wines, perhaps the next window, 5 to 8 years. Great wines.
Excellent.
How do they go with Asian food?
Oh, well, mainly because the acidity is so high and so refreshing, and the fruit is so discreet and subtle, and overall very balanced. These wines are made for any kind of food, particularly Asian food. If it's, say, pakoras, tempura, dim sum that are deep fried, what would you drink? Lime juice or mango juice? So in the same vein, these wines are just, sort of made to measure. And they are great as aperitif. They're great with, at the same time, shellfish, seafood.
The red?
The reds, because they're classic, I think we're looking at, when the wine settle down, the first window of the lighter wines, 3 to 5 years, possibly up to 8. And then the better wines, anywhere between 5 to 10, possibly 15.
But the whites are refreshing and easy to drink
fantastic,
with
dry
Indian
wines.
food.
Oh, for sure. And for Indian food, for our Asian climate, we're so near the equator. So when you need to refresh yourself, these wines are wonderful.
And tell us, do you have any message or suggestions or thoughts for the Sommelier India readers?
Well, India, is
Indians?
evolving so quickly, like any great dynamic city, country in Asia. I mean, Asia now is the focus of so much that's happening around the world. And I think, although some of us have ideas of what possibly can go with Indian food, what can't, I think India and Indians living, working there, have to set the benchmark, the yardstick, the definitions to tell us what go best with Indian food. So in a way, we're waiting, we're waiting for a guide from India and from the leading Indian authorities, including, if I may say, a lot of contributors to Sommelier India, to tell us, to guide us what best to drink with the different types of Indian cuisine. The world mustn't think Indian cuisine equals hot, spicy curry and nothing else. I mean, that's such a non-starter, such a broad, sweeping statement that it doesn't make sense.
So maybe that's the next project for Sommelier India.
I think so. I think Sommelier India should take the lead and print in every issue a guide, pairing guide to Indian food. I think every issue, it should have one page, at least half, if not one page devoted to this pairing guide.
Great. Thank you very much.